After a two-day layoff on Sunday and Monday, the Nebraska football team returned here for practice on Tuesday as the rest of the non-105 players join the roster, as several players like Neil Smith's son, one of many walk-ons, making it here for their first Husker practice. But we caught up with offensive coordinator Danny Langsdorf, and the big topic still remains on the offensive line and just what Nebraska plans to do at left guard with the loss of Gerald Foster.
We've got a couple guys with Sam Hahn, with Cole Conrad, Bo Wilson, Jalen Barnett. There's a group of guys there. I thought Bo played pretty well in the scrimmage. Some good things from Sam. Jalen kind of played in that second group, kind of rolled up his ankle a little bit, so he was a little bit, he missed a few plays. But that group, we're trying to work that out with the Whitaker injury. We hope to get him back, and we're not sure what the status is. We won't know here for a little while, but we are repping quite a few guys to try to see that front five.
Well, just like everyone says, the O-line is probably the closest knit team group on the team. So just being there for Gerald is kind of our main focus for him. It's kind of a bad situation. He waited 2 years to start this year, and he's going to be special on the left side with Gates. So it kind of hurt us that way, but Gerald was telling me, he just keep playing just because that's what you have to do in the game of football.
Some other roster news here on Tuesday revolved around Zack Darlington, who was once a quarterback, now a wide receiver and a holder. He joked that Mike Riley calls him the Swiss Army knife.
I like it a lot. It's been just a chance to, have a little spot on the team of my own and really get to step into something that, like I was telling Sean, not many people think much of a holder, but for me, it was just a chance to do something. It was a chance to do something to help the team, and so it's been something that I've just really been looking forward to. And the moment I got the call, I started working with Drew the day of, and just making sure I kind of just got it down. And I think it was actually a little bit. I was kind of nervous at first because I know Ober snaps it a lot faster than we did in high school, but. It was just one of those things, just like riding a bike, you get back into it, and it went a lot smoother than I expected.
On top of being Nebraska's #1 holder right now, Darlington also shared that he would be the emergency quarterback after Tommy Armstrong and Riker Fife if that situation were to happen.
Last I talked to Coach Riley, it was one of those things where, I still know the playbook and I still have the experience, so if it came down to where Tommy was out like a Purdue game, like last year, and say Riker lost his helmet for a play and he had to step out, rather than burning Patrick's red shirt, I would just step in and maybe run a zone read or a handoff or something just to save Patrick until Riker could get back in or Tommy could get back in. But yeah, just an emergency thing. So I guess on the depth chart it'll say wide receiver, holder, and EQB.
You got a little versatility in your portfolio.
Yeah, Coach Riley called me a Swiss Army knife the other day, and I kind of like that.
Meanwhile, at running back, the battle continues, and Divino Zigbo talked about maybe a role he could have.
Obviously, Amani was kind of short yardage back last year. Now he's gone. There are a lot of carries there. Is that kind of a role that you're really fighting for?
Yes, sir. It's one I plan on to take over, as well as add to what I've been doing before. So it's just adding a little bit more to my game.
This past Saturday, wide receiver DeMornay Pearsonell also took a big step forward.
I think it was. Just confidence-wise, just me putting in the work every day in practice, watching film. And I think it all just kind of came together last week, and it was just a big week for me, honestly. I stopped thinking so much and just started playing.
That touchdown, did that kind of mean some? It was like, hey, I can still do that.
It brought back a few memories and gave me a little spark. So I'm just continue to do the same thing, put the work in each and every day, and just take it one day at a time.
As for his role as a punt returner, Pearsonell said that remains to be seen.
I'm just taking it one day at a time, just working on my craft and just taking the small keys that the coaches are saying and just trying to perfect my game as best as I can.
And finally, on Tuesday, the university did announce the alternate uniforms Nebraska will wear on their Big Ten opener at Northwestern.
I don't know if they'll get that jersey back.
Really?
That's one of my favorites I've seen. I'll sit next to Westy when they revealed them. He's like, yeah, that's the best they've ever done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we all think those are nice. Those are top.
Those are sweet. Is it for the Northwestern game,
Northwestern game,
yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. You kind of like to wear those for the home crowd, but I'd say they're probably the best ones that we've had so far, so I'll be excited to wear those.
Are you a guy that gets super excited about this?
Not really. Just because all those skinny guys could throw on all the accessories and look pretty fly, but linemen kind of just keep it simple.
I like them, especially, you know, that game's on my birthday too, so, you know, nice little birthday gift from Adidas.
Did you guys, did they have a little display, or how did you guys see the uniforms today?
Yeah, they just wheeled it in on a little cart, had it covered up, and it's pretty exciting. You know, a lot of guys like when we go all white, so, you know, kind of the extra flair on the all white, it's a good look.
Injury-wise, every single player that was out for Nebraska returned to the practice field on Tuesday. That included freshman linebacker Greg Simmons. With the Huskers here in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.